prime rib, probably the most traditional cut of beef during the holiday season. I mean, we can't blame it, especially when you see something like this. With that being said, here's the thing. Restaurants have been taking advantage of this word, prime rib. They use it to sell it to you as a cut, but instead many sells to you as a choice grade. Or sometimes even worse, they use select, and they still call it prime rib. They only do this because prime rib costs 30% more than choice grade. To really be called a prime rib, it must be a prime grade. If not, it's just a standing roast, or some people call it a rib roast. Since when you cook this in special occasions, I wanted to test out the best way to cook them on the grill. Is it rotisserie or reverse sear? If you are unfamiliar with reverse sear, this is how it works. The first thing you want to do is bring the temperature up as low as possible. By doing this, you will achieve two things. It helps cook it evenly and it retains moisture. And that's just like sous vide. When you start cooking it slow and bring it up to temp, your meat will stay juicier. But just like sous vide, it also needs a beautiful sear at the end. So you always want to finish as hot as possible for an amazing crust. Remember, no crust, no good. Now, rotisserie on the other hand can also work the same exact way. You can control the temperature by the distance of the heat source. And you can also somehow reverse sear it. So today we're going to be finding out which method is best to cook your prime rib. I'll be using these two beautiful pieces. Since I have two of them, I'll be using the larger one for the rotisserie method, and the smaller one will be for the reverse sear. As you can see, these are beautiful pieces of meat. With that being said, the most important thing to do is to season it properly. There's nothing worse than eating a prime rib that isn't seasoned well. And one thing that stops you from getting the seasoning to the center is fat and silver skin. And you gotta remember that this is a prime grade. You don't need the additional external fat. So for that reason, I like to remove all of it. And you don't want to throw this away. This part right here is great for burgers and many other things, which you will see soon in a future video. Stay tuned for that. You want to remove all this layer of fat and also the silver skin that comes with it. I know what you're thinking. Guga, what are you doing? Fat is flavor. And yes, you are correct. But as I mentioned before, if you leave too much fat on top, you won't get the seasoning. And you don't want to be that guy with unseasoned meat. So do the right thing and remove the fat. The next step is for presentation purposes only. And you can be as picky as you like. The pickier you are, the better your roast will look. Work your knife through the bones until it's as clean as you like. And once I was done, this is what it looks like. If you want to have a beautiful shape roast in the end, you have to truss in it. If you don't, this fat right here, as you see, will separate. Your cap muscle will be completely detached from the roast. By trussing it, you will be sure that that does not happen. To do this, it's pretty simple. Just tie it up as tight as possible using any knot. And once done, your roast is ready for seasoning. Talking about seasoning, I started with salt. And you gotta remember, this is a big piece of meat. You gotta season it well. Make sure you don't only get the top and the bottom, but also the edges. Prime ribs is one of those beef roasts that goes well with additional seasoning. So I made a nice quick rub for it. I started with garlic powder, chipotle, smoked paprika, black pepper, granulated onion, and cayenne pepper. And always remember, exact amount and ingredients always on the description down below. Now all there's left to do is mix everything well and your rub is done. When applying it, make sure you get all edges including the sides. Don't forget the meat between the bones. That's the best part of the roast, at least for me. When you are done, it should be perfectly seasoned. Now you really want the seasoning to penetrate deeply into the meat. And for that, the best method is to dry brine it, which basically means to leave it uncovered in your refrigerator overnight. The very next day, I brought it out and you can clearly see that the meat has changed color. And all the salt is now completely gone because it's inside of the meat. And that's exactly what you're looking for. But now that I have this beautiful prime rib ready, it is time to cook them. And for that, I'll be using my new grills. They are both from Everdure. The rotisserie is called the Hub 2 and the other one is called 4K. They both have what's called the Quick Start Charcoal Ignition. It's a world first press to ignite your charcoal. It's ready to barbecue in 10 minutes. The Hub 2 has rotoscope technology. It's a built-in rotisserie system that is powered by a discrete motor with a motorized height adjustable and up to 40 kilos or 88 pounds capacity. It comes with 4 click-lock forks. They're so easy to use, and it also has its compact internal storage for it, made out of titanium coated steel for long-lasting durability. Switches enable electronic variable height adjustment, fast flame ignition system, and rotisserie engagement, and all with a touch of a button. It also has cool touch grill handles, which won't get hot when you're barbecuing. It was designed for direct and indirect heat configuration. It is an impressive grill. The 4K has very similar features as well, and a beautiful design that looks like a champ. And if you are interested in any of these grills, please check them out on the description down below. Thank you Everdure for sponsoring this video. But now getting back to our beautiful prime ribs. To make sure that they're gonna cook to perfection, I'll be using my wireless thermometers. I'm gonna be shooting for an internal temperature of 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Once that's done, I'll be putting a beautiful sear on them. But now I say it is enough talking and it is time to grill these beautiful prime ribs. So let's do it. All right, everybody, this is my take on prime rib. What do you think, Angel?
You got a big hole in there, bro.
There is a huge hole in one of them. And
you got mad?
I got pissed off. And I'm just kidding, everybody. You know, that one is with a rotisserie. So with the new grill that I got.
Get mad.
Yeah, I got a little mad and I stopped. But anyway, let me just tell you right now, that is an impressive way to cook. Huh? You saw it there. It looks pretty cool.
I did see it from far.
Yeah, I know. Angel was like, Instagram. You ready for this?
Let's go for it.
Which one will go first? I don't know. Let's try with the one with the hole.
The one that you beat the crap out of? Okay.
Rotisserie, everybody. Cheers. Oh, I love prime rib, boy. For the holiday season, everybody, this is the one you gotta cook. This is the one that is a showstopper whenever you're cooking it. Everyone in the family wants a big piece out of it. Why you don't think that we have a big one right here right now?
It was very charcoaly, which I don't know if you know this, but I am a fan of charcoal.
Yes, me too.
Yes. So I like that a lot. And then on top of that, it was pretty tender. So
no, the tenderness is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But the flavor is like an additional chocolatey flavor, because what happens is you got to be constantly burning the new charcoal to keep the temperature. So that's what you get with the rotisserie. Chocolatey flavor, more penetration on the charcoal, because the charcoal is not fully burning, it's constantly burning new charcoal.
Right.
But you can cook it medium rare, you know, it's perfect. With that being said, I'm gonna go for the second one. You ready? Oh, you're already ready.
I'm waiting for you.
All right, everybody. Second one, reverse sear. Cheers, everybody.
That one's good too.
That was amazing. That one is so good. What do you think, Angel?
I like the first one more.
Really? The first one was amazing too.
They're both good.
I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna go against you on this one, Angel.
You're going against me, really?
I really like the reverse sear one.
Wow. I love the char.
The char, he really likes that, the chocolatey pronounced flavor. But I do prefer, definitely, without a doubt, the reverse seared one. I think the reverse sear has a more beefy flavor. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, Be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything is always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. Everdure, thank you so much for sponsoring this video. Guys, make sure you go check out the grills on the bottom. Any of these grills can be yours at your house and you can cook with it. I would love to know which one you guys like best. Which one you think they're gonna like better?
The rotisserie.
I think the rotisserie looks so cool though.
It looks so cool.
It looks so
and when
cool.
you're cooking, it's just spinning.
I know, it's like a showpiece.
Oh, and when you lift up the thing.
Oh yeah, it's automatic. Yeah. I know, right?
It's like you're in the future.
It's like the Jacksons. You know the Jacksons?
The Jetsons?
I mean, yeah, that.
Imagine that. Imagine that.